As we approach the end of this course, my group members and I have learned a lot regarding the family literacy programs and the importance they hold in our society. With that being said, the topic of our group is: does poverty and the lack of parent education affect the children? We see several connections regarding our topic in real life as well as in our textbook used for this class. For example, in the chapter regarding South Africa, we see that how the parents not being educated negatively affects the child, and how when parents solely rely on the school to provide education for the child, it negatively affects their education, and they fall behind in comparison to their peers during the academic process. There are many challenges when it comes to this issue, but one question that I have is: how will we give access to parents who lack knowledge and resources to be more involved in their child's education? It is impossible to make a complete change and reach out to all the parents and actually change their beliefs and their practices towards helping their child with their education. And I would also like to add that parents from a poor background are constantly working, constantly struggling to pay for their bills and make ends meet. That how will they find the time to be more involved in their school, or have the energy to come home and help their child do homework or read to them, or overall be more present in participation in PTA meetings or anything regarding the school, if they're working all the time and they don't have the possibility compared to higher socioeconomic parents to be more involved because they don't have time. There are many key concepts to hold on to. However, there's two that stand out to me the most, which the first one being that when the child is not, usually parents who come from a poor background are usually displaying emotions of stress, depression, anxiety, and for the child to be witnessing that in their home, it's not necessarily the healthiest or the most beneficial for their learning. When they go to school, they're going to be taking their parents' stress with them, not really paying attention, and that will negatively affect their performance overall. And the second one being that children witnessing symptoms of depression in the home will most likely cause them to grow up and mimic those same behaviors, and overall cause the same cycle to be repeated throughout the generations, and that is something that it's really hard to break. To bring change, we must first bring light to the issue. Parents need to be aware of how their behavior affects their child's learning. They need to learn about the importance of having a space for literacy in the home, and that starts with having more community resources to help these less privileged parents be more involved with their children. Reaching out to poor neighborhoods and providing public schools with funding in the area and increasing parent involvement in the school would also be very beneficial. That way parents gain an education and insight on how their involvement will help their children in a positive way. That will be all for my presentation. I really enjoyed doing this project, and I've learned a lot regarding parent involvement in literacy and overall literacy programs throughout the world. Thank you for watching.